Hey guys, I'm gonna do episode 2 of the Minecraft computer series, and as you can tell so far, it's not the most exciting thing in the world, because as I stated, I'm waiting for 1.8 to come out before I get started. So in the meantime, I'm gonna do, a bunch of videos of just kind of fun stuff on my playground world here, and hopefully that'll keep you guys entertained until 1.8 comes around and I can get started. We have three very competent people willing to help out on this so far, and I'm sure that will grow as I begin to make more videos and get more people on the server and everything. And so far it's looking good. One of the three is the most notable one. He actually studies this kind of stuff in college. He says he's in his second year, and he really, really knows what he's talking about. So I'll provide a link to his channel in the description. And I'll just show you guys some of the circuits I've been up to in my playground. This is a brand new map, and I have a piston-powered calculator here, but it seems to be glitching out. Hope maybe you guys know why this is happening. Let me see real quick. Let's see when it's not working. Like this, you see here, these sticky pistons are retracted, but they're not holding the wool for some reason. Maybe it's the way I positioned it. I don't know why it's happening, but um, it tends to work for a while and then stops. I don't know what it is, why it happens. Nothing. I know nothing about it at all. But you see now it's working. And what this is a random number generator I made with some chickens, but not using it right now. I'm just using my levers. If you hear music in the background, I'm listening to some music on repeat, just to get me through, so I'm less bored and uh, it chills me out. It's Rocket Man by Elton John. I love this song right now for some reason. I'm like completely obsessed with it. I listen to it on repeat for like hours. But yeah. Anyway, I think I'm gonna go over here and talk about this. Uh, this is the way I discovered to have adder subtractors, which is just an extension of an adder. I'm gonna fix this real quick because I actually recorded this video and I thought everything was fine because it was like 16 minutes long, and I thought I could record up to 20 minutes, under 20 minutes, but it was actually I can only record to 15 minutes. So hopefully this one doesn't take as long as the other ones, because I'm not going to be building this. I'm just going to be, because in the other video I built this whole thing, so that's why it took so much time. But in this one I'm just going to be showing you guys like the concept behind it, so you can understand it. You saw this actually in my pilot video. I showed you that I got the subtraction working on my calculator. But this is going to be like talking about a little bit more of the circuitry behind it, and what changes you have to make to the adder to make it work. And you may be familiar with what I'm doing right here. Get out of the way. This is an XOR gate, and what you do is, wait, did I do something wrong? Oh yeah, I did. I need to put a lever here. Alright, so you gotta move your B back. In a normal adder, this is A and this is B, and they're both levers, and that controls the output. Let me turn the subtraction off and turn all the levers off so we get a nice flat output. So, what's going on over here? That's what's going on. Alright, so right now our output reads 0. All of them are off, so we have nothing as an output. And this is kind of going off the what we learned in the last video, the adder, how to read 4-bit binaries. Again, none of this really has anything to do with the computer yet. It's just mainly about like concepts and everything. Where the guy that does this in college, him and I are going back and forth about designs and everything and what's practical. I'm gonna tell you guys right now, we might be instead of having it like have multiple programs that you can load, it's probably going to instead be like I have a different map for each program, because that would make things so much simpler and faster, and a number of you know bonuses. So I think that's what we're gonna do, is have separate maps for the different programs, and like say for 2 hours we'll run Snake, and then it will be like, okay, 15 minutes left till we switch, and then the server will restart, and when it comes back it'll be the same world, except the only difference is instead of Snake you're playing Pong. That would be the only difference to the world, which I think is a pretty good idea. It it's not the it's not like an optimal method that I wanted, but it doesn't matter. He said it's possible the way I wanted to do it, but that way, if it's really making it that much more simple, I think we should go with that. It's plenty acceptable to just a quick server restart to switch the program. I'm absolutely fine with that, and we won't have to use as many mods. I want to use as little mods as possible, just because my experience with wireless redstone is very bad. We use wireless redstone to make our decoders more efficient and everything, and what ended up happening is we were reliant on it, and it just became too impractical. It was too glitchy, stuff like that. So want to use as little mods as possible. But speaking of which, an instant redstone mod where you don't need repeaters. It's not instant. Or well, that would work. Instant repeaters or infinite length wire would be so helpful. If any of you can somehow get me a mod for Bucket that can do either of those things, you will be very, very high on the top of the list of dedication. Speaking of which, I'm going to go a little bit more in depth about that. It's going to work like this. I think I touched on it last video, but I'm going to go like fully in depth. When you help, you will get a spot on the list regardless. It might be lower than everybody else, but everybody will be listed. There will be like a scrolling credits page of everybody who helped, and it's going to be in order of importance to a certain degree. I'm not going to calculate, oh, well, this guy told me to do this thing and this thing's a little bit more important than this. No, I'm going to go like the top, say, like 10. It depends on how many people get into this, because if there's a lot of people and a lot of helpful people, it's going to be a bigger number. But yeah, if like say 10 people help out a whole lot, like offer mods and everything and great things that make it easier to do, then they'll go in descending order. And at a certain point, when it's just people that said like, hey, it'd be cool if you put this design here to make it look cooler, that thing, you still get dedications. Or I wanted to say deads because funny junk. I'm on that site a lot, and they give out quote deads on their content. But anyway, what I mean is credit. So all those people will get credit because those are essential things. It can't just be functional, because actually a guy messaged me and he said, "Hey, I have a suggestion. Are you gonna make it just functional, or are you gonna have it look cool?" And I thought, well, that's kind of dumb. It doesn't really matter what it looks like. And then he said, well, we didn't go back and forth. He said this in one message. I was thinking as I was reading it, and he said, the reason I say that is because if you have it just function over form, then no one's gonna really enjoy looking at it. Because if you look at this, no one's really gonna say that's beautiful. You gotta make it look interesting with different like block types and everything. And I think that's what he was talking about. And I think I agree. I believe that it's a key concept in making everybody happy. Like, say someone's like, "Oh, cool, whatever. I can play Snake. I can play that on my phone." Some people out there who, not very optimistic, um, but then they'll still have something to, see in the system. They'll say, "Oh, that's interesting. It looks cool." I'm gonna take a sip of my drink real quick. All right. Yeah. So it'll please more people, so to speak. So yeah, back to the system. That was a long ramble. Let me see how far in the video. Yeah, 8 minutes. All right. Um, so to make the subtraction part of the adder, you simply add. Well, first of all, I touched on this too. You change the half adder into a full adder, and normally a half adder is just one XNOR gate with a little the carry on top, but a full adder is two XNOR gates, so your inputs are a little bit different. In a half adder, your two inputs are right here, but on a full adder, your inputs are here and here. And then the one on the right is the carry, and the carry is controlled by an inverted signal coming from this switch. And this switch controls whether it's subtracting or adding. If it's off, it's adding. If it's on, it's subtracting. And when it's on, it also powers one input of each XNOR gate. I don't know exactly like how this is working. It has something to do with the fact that these all turn on, and the carry turns on, so to speak. It does. This is turning off, which means the carry the carry does something essentially. So then the carry changes, and then the fact that you're pressing one of these turns this off again, which subtracts the number. I don't know exactly how it works again, but I'll show you guys. Let's take 4 and 1. So our first digit, A represents the first digit, of course. So our first digit is 5. Wait, what? Hold on. What's going on? What did I do? Did I break it? Here, maybe you can't. This isn't working for some reason. Let me just take a look. I don't know what's going on. Maybe it's not plugged in. Yeah. I haven't used the 4 yet, and I didn't notice that till now. Alright, sorry about that. Yeah, there we go. So our first digit is 5. So as you can see, 0101, bit 3 and bit 1 are on, which equals 5, as we went over in the last video. And we're going to subtract 2 from that. So that has turned this off, and now our answer is 3. 5 minus 2 is 3. So that's how that works. Let's see how much time I have left. Yeah, I got plenty of time to go over here and show this real quick. Okay, so we got a piston calculator thing, and here I'll just show you a quick example. If it glitches out, I'll probably like stop there. But if I add 1, there's 1, 2. Let me just add like an 8 and get an A, B. Yeah. So you get the point. It works just as my 4-bit calculator, but I rearranged it a bit so it's more efficient. Instead of having my traditional design is to have the 7-segment facing that way, and then the user input, like the levers, like right here. So you stand here and you hit the levers and you look at it this way. But the problem there is, if you have the levers here, you have to go all the way out here and all the way out here, and then normally this is facing that direction. So then you're having to go a huge distance to plug in the levers. This way, it's facing this way, which takes like 1 extra tick, no big deal. And this is facing this way, which takes another extra tick. 2 extra ticks is plenty better than like 1.5 seconds that it would take to go from there all the way out here and around and plug in. So little bit of a different design. The 7-bit calculator probably wouldn't have worked doing that because the display, the only way it would have worked, and it probably wouldn't have made it more efficient, is if I had the adder off to one side, like to the right, closer to where the display would be, because in that case it wouldn't take as long to get from the input to it. But then again, the last bit, like let me show you this bit right here. If you imagine the 7-bit one, would have to go out and then way out to the side for the huge decoder. So that probably would be counter effective. But yeah, that's it for this. Again, the first few videos until we get rolling is just going to be like fun videos showing what I'm up to in my playground world. So I do apologize if this isn't what you sub for. Please stay tuned. It will get good, trust me. We have a bright future, so to speak. We got the right guy for the job. Not talking about myself. I'm talking about my friend that I'm hooking up in the description. And we have a few people that are interested. So hopefully, if this grows and people, get more attached to the idea, more people come along, get recognized, this will come out very, very good. Actually, good news. I mean, I don't want to vouch for him or anything. He's more he's the more appropriate person to be saying this than I, but he told me in a message that Pong, which is one of our ideas, is perhaps too easy, which that just brought a giant smile to my face when he said perhaps too easy. I knew that we have at that point we have a bright future. So we're gonna make something big out of this, and all I ask is that you guys give me feedback, tell me how I'm doing. I'm new to this, obviously, the commentary, so I need all the feedback I can get to make sure my videos are the best they can be for you. And I'm just at the 15-minute mark. I got 30 seconds left, so right there, I'll cut it. See you guys in the next episode.